Hello everyone, welcome to series lectures of Basic Electronics. In this lecture we are going to discuss about CMOS inverter. So what is CMOS? CMOS, that means it is complementary metal oxide semiconductor. As we discussed in previous lecture about MOSFET and FET, it is another type of MOSFET. So in CMOS we are going to use various MOSFET circuit diagram and then it becomes CMOS inverter. So now let us discuss about CMOS. So its full form is complementary metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. So CMOS technology uses both N channel and P channel device in the same circuit. So CMOS circuits are more difficult to fabricate than the circuits using only NMOS and PMOS devices. Here we can see this is the construction of CMOS inverter. Here in this circuit diagram we are going to use N-channel E-MOSFET as well as P-channel E-MOSFET. So if you clear about N-channel E-MOSFET and P-channel E-MOSFET, then you can easily understand this complementary MOSFET. So let us discuss about its inverter cross section. So here we can see this is the CMOS inverter. So in this circuit diagram we can see here these are the N channel and P channel MOSFET is going to be used. Here A is indicated where we are going to connect gate terminal, where VDD and ground indicate we are going to connect drain terminal, and between that we are going to connect at Y we are going to connect source terminal. So like this there is a circuit connection of CMOS inverter. So in between there we can see one layer which is known as silicon dioxide. So here we can see this is the PMOS transistor. Here we can see PMOS transistor and there we can see that is NMOS transistor. So PMOS transistor and NMOS transistor, that means it is basically N channel E-MOSFET and P channel E-MOSFET. So already we have discussed N channel enhancement MOSFET and P channel enhancement MOSFET. So we are going to use three various cases in this CMOS inverter. So now this is the equivalent circuit of CMOS inverter. Here we can see first this is the inverter circuit using IGFETs. So here in center we are going to connect output. Above we can see it is VDD, that means drain voltage, which is plus 5 volt. There input, and here source terminal is grounded. So this is the connection which is known as CMOS inverter. Separate P-valve region is formed within the N-type substrate. The P-valve region acts as substrate for the N-channel MOSFET. So here we can see this is the connection where we are going to put input terminal and where we are going to connect output terminal, and which terminal is going to be grounded and common, we can say. So this is the source of N channel MOSFET is connected to ground, whereas the source of P channel MOSFET is connected to the plus VDD. The drain of both MOSFETs are connected together and the output is taken from the common drain point as we discussed earlier in this PPT. Here we can see output which is connected at the drain of N MOSFET and E MOSFET. So the gates are connected together and input is applied at the common point. Input and output is applied at a common terminal. So this is the basic and fundamental information about CMOS inverter construction. So here this is the biasing of CMOS inverter. Both are enhancement MOSFETs. So here we can write PMOS and NMOS. Q1 and Q2. Q2's positive is connected with the plus VDD and minus is connected with the output where we can say VO. Q1's positive is connected with the VO, which is output, and its minus is connected to the ground. So here we can see Q1's positive and Q2's negative terminal is connected at the output, so it is common. Now its gate terminal is connected and commonly taken for the input side. So this is the biasing of CMOS inverter. So we are going to use here different cases, like first we applied 0 and we will conclude what happened, and finally we applied 1 and then we measure its result. Now here this is the CMOS inverter operation. VI volts, it is at 0 voltage, that means it is basically logic 0. If we applied VDD, or we can say plus 5 volt in analog term, that means in digital it means logic 1. Then Q1 and Q2 is on or off, we have to conclude here through this operation. So first, in case number 1, if we applied Vi is equal to 0. So here we can see in this circuit diagram, if we applied 0 in input, then what happened? So remember this thing, in N-channel E-MOSFET, if your input is 0, so that means there is no channel present between two regions. That means no current can flow drain source to drain. That means your Q1 becomes 0, becomes off. So here we can see if Vi is equal to 0, then VGS of Q1 will be 0. So it will be off. But here VGS of Q2, it is due to the VDD, because VDD is basically plus 5 volt in the term of analog. So there is a voltage present. That means you will get output due to VDD. That means your Q2 will be VDD, so Q2 will be on. Therefore, VO will be plus VDD. That means in digital term, we can say it is logic 1. That means if you enter 0 input and you will get 1 at the output side. So this is the case number 1. Now we can see here case number 2. If we applied VDD, or we can say logic 1, then what happened? So here we can see if we applied Vi is equal to plus VDD, or we can say plus 5 volt, then Q1, that means NMOS, that means N-channel E-MOSFET is equal to VDD, or we can say it is on. But Q2, which is P-channel E-MOSFET, or we can say PMOS, is equal to 0 volt. That means off. So your output is connected to the ground. That means you will not get any output voltage. So that means inversion will take place. If you apply logic 1, and you will get 0 at the output side. So here we can see in this operation. So if Vi is equal to 0, at this time your Q1 will be off and Q2 will be on, and you will get logic 1. And in case number 2, if you applied logic 1, Q1 will be on, Q2 will be off, and your output will be 0 volt. That means logic 0. So here we can see this is the inversion. So we can conclude it from this waveform and its equivalent circuits. Here this is the, here we can see this is the input, and here this is the output. And according to this waveform, here we can see this is the equivalent circuit of this these two cases. So in first number we will discuss about Q1 on, Q2 off. Then what happened? So here we can see if your Q1 is on and Q2 is off, here here we can see Q2 is off and Q1 is on. Q2 that means PMOS, that means P channel E MOSFET, and here NMOS that means it is N channel E MOSFET. It is closed whereas PMOS is open, and so you will get VO is equal to 0 because here it is open circuited. So your output here is 0. Here we can see this is the 0. Similarly, if your Q1 is off, Q2 is on. So here we can see your Q2 is on. That means it is closed circuited. It is equivalent to the closed circuited. And Q1 is off. That means it is equivalent to the open circuited. So current flows VDD to output side. We can say that's why your output voltage is equal to the VDD. Here we can see if your input Vi is equal to 0, then your output is equal to VDD. So as we see here in waveform and equivalent circuit, that your CMOS inverter behaves inversion, like if you enter 0 then you will get 1. If you enter 1 and you will get 0. So this is the inversion. So that's it for today's lecture. If you have any query related to CMOS inverter, you can mail me on this email address. Till then, keep reading, keep learning. See you soon in next coming lecture. Thank you.